Hello and welcome to the Clashing of Steel. Today I was cleaning my recordings folder and I found a old clip that I just couldn't throw away. I think I wanted to make a video of it at some point, but I just couldn't throw this clip away. The game itself was a struggle match in the lowest part of Hadrian's Wall, right in the middle of the map. You can already see there are some fights going on, and you can see the timer that the game has lasted for several minutes. I actually started on the east side of the map. I tried to take that watchtower near the wall, but unfortunately some of my teammates went crazy and committed suicide there, so I retreated to the base, and now I'm going back to support my teammates here. There was no point for me to suicide myself against 3 players, so my second best decision was to secure my base and to support my teammates in the middle as well. You can see that there is a little action going on. The opponents actually have a catapult, so I'll try to stay behind the wall the best I can. At the same time taking care of the barbarian units that have sneaked past the swordsmen. So actually we are a bit outnumbered here. You can see the swordsmen engaging and there's a lot more action going on. Even the opponent's cavalry is coming in for a kill, I guess. Fortunately the opponents are either defeated or have retreated on the west side of the map, so those units are coming to help us as well. Here seems to be everything at a standstill for a moment. And up there, yes, the opponents are almost defeated. And we have already some support coming down from that hill. Fortunately, no other units than the opponent's cavalry have pushed through the east and come to our side to flank us or disturb us. There's another big battle actually bound to start rather soon. My main focus here was to support those remnants of swordsmen and hold or take down as many enemies as possible at this location. I didn't want them to push through very much, because if they push through we might be overwhelmed. Also the prescription support is rather vital. If opponents pop vengeance and my team pops vengeance, my melee attack reduction might actually give our legionnaires the edge they need. Right now my biggest problem is that one of my units is fighting 3 swordsmen at the same time. My other unit is fighting a single unit of swordsmen. Although they are getting a bit flanked, they will not rout because their sides are rather untouched. And since the focus seems to be on me, I actually don't want to move, and hoping that those swordsmen will deactivate the formation, the formed combat, because the formed combat actually isn't that good in flanking. Of course you can do a few things with it. It can be more effective, you can have more defense, but since I'm already engaged, it would be better if your unit can overwhelm the enemy rather than create a single line that only flanks one of its sides. That is also the reason why I don't use formations when I flank. I want my unit to cover the whole area as much as possible. If possible, sides and rear. That way I'll do the most morale damage, the most flanking damage. That way I'll be more likely to rout them. Right now the situation is changing. One of my units is getting destroyed rather much. I have called another one of my units back from the base to help defend this side. As you can see, there are a lot of opponents moving back there, so we really need to stop them at this line. That way we have more control and are less likely to get flanked. The war dogs are charging in rather strongly, but fortunately for me there are swordsmen in their way, so their charge impact is rather weak. You can see most of opponents' melee units being right here. They're trying to either force us or block us or something. My remnants are pretty much gone. I have to move in with these swordsmen. Unfortunately I am a bit late, so the dogs swarm me a bit. But no worries, I'll activate prescription and be ready. I don't know how this game got so much out of hand that we all ended up in this struggle match in the middle of the map. Perhaps it was the huge movement of troops and everyone was rather wary of the situation. And here I'm actually just waiting to get some support from the rear, because it's just a matter of time when this huge pile of opponents pushes through and does some flanking damage. You can already see that they have done a bit. But fortunately these guys came in from the rear and actually are supporting me. I think my unit gets some morale buff or morale boost when a nearby unit is defending its sides or rear or something. The opponents are coming in rather hard and not rather wisely. They seem to have a lot of barbarian units, and those are not good out in the open against Germanicus forces. I guess they could use the Scorched Earth if they're playing Vercingetorix. To playing someone else, they need to better go flanking ASAP. Unfortunately for them, there are another units coming in from their rear. You can see them going down from that hill. So they either need to reevaluate their tactic or just prepare to die. This has been a pure struggle match, just holding the line, holding the opponents at bay. And their Vercingetorix made another mistake. He popped the fire so far behind, it's actually useless. If he would have popped the fire on my men, on that big pile of men in the middle there, it would have been great. They might have done something, they might have killed a lot of opponents. But right now, that was just one of the worst moves. I would understand if he would have spread the fire behind me, behind the middle there, and behind there where the fire is currently. But he just popped it all in one single location. Yeah, sure, it does a lot of damage, but I might as well move out of it in 5 seconds and it will be useless. So finally the allies have arrived from the rear and, well, these legionnaires got routed. The game helped me and got routed. That's actually bad, but no worries. We have still won. These nearly at full health barbarians are what lost him the game. He's playing at tier 6, he did not flank, he did not push through, he did not harass. Even if he would have engaged someone and thrown the fire right in front of him, it would have been something. He just tried to pop the fire in a single location with all 3 units, at the same time giving no melee support to his already engaged units. I know that fire is fun, but popping it like that is a really bad decision. So, game is practically won. We finish off these barbarians, we finish off the catapults. To be honest, this struggle match was rather interesting, because you don't see many of these situations happening. If you do, you can either try to flank them or support them the best you can. It might go as it went for me, or it might go better, or it might go even worse. Anyways, don't forget to subscribe, and thanks for watching.